Hey, what's up? I'm Adam, and welcome back to another Tarot 101. By popular demand, today we are breaking down a very specific major arcana card, one that is misinterpreted wildly amongst people that claim to be intuitive readers on social media and stuff like that. We're talking about the Lover's card today. Yes, the Lover's card. My knee-jerk first statement I ever make about the Lover's card, this guy right here, I'm going to try to cover the nudity. This guy right here, the classic Lover's card that we're all pretty familiar with from the writer Waite Smith. This is Pixie Pop Tarot, which is just a more colorful and elevated and inclusive color palette of the writer Waite Smith tarot deck, but we can talk about decks another day. The Lover's card is not inherently about romance, and that's where people get it misconstrued. They see the word love, lovers, and assume that it means true love or soulmate energy or relationships in general. The Lover's card, by definition, is about relationships, but it's about choices. It's about the choices that you need to make in relationships. As I often say again, your heart pumps blood through your body. It does not serve the purpose of love. Love is a mental habit connected to the choice that you make to be with someone and then add a sprinkle of expectation and being around them a whole hell of a lot, butterflies in the stomach, emotional things, arousal, etc., and then you have love, right? So it's not this cut and dry mystical mumbo kind of thing. That's not what this is. The Lover's card is about choices. It's about precipice. These two people are symbolically needing to make a choice. There's a lot of biblical references here even. There's a kind of, even in this one, in the Pulp Tarot, it's of an Adam and Eve-like figure, and some celestial being here, an angel of some kind, the snake and the apple, this biblical imagery of the Garden of Eden. So many implications of choice are represented here. So in all relationships, and again, you can be naturally, attracted to someone. You can have an energetic pull. I just like them. I don't know how or why. I'm just drawn to this person. That's great. But it is up to you. It is your choice of whether or not you engage in that. There's no moving sidewalk that you're just like, oh, I can't help it, I'm just moving in this direction. No, girl, the Lovers is about choices, precipice. Are you going down this road or this road? So to me, often when it comes up in a general sense, that's the air I give it. And the fact that the Lovers is written that way, that it is about love, it is about an idea of balance and harmony and joy and emotion with choices in mind, we should be thinking about our relationships, but there's nothing at all about this card that specifically implies romance. Please understand that. The Lover's card is not romantic at all. The Three of Swords is not romantic either. We can talk about that for a second as well. Another highly misconstrued card. The Three of Swords is a sword card. And in tarot, sword cards are what? Logic, thought-provoked energy, actions, words, right? Often is what swords are. Air sign energy. So why do we constantly infer this heartbreak energy to the Three of Swords? That's because tarot has been over-glamorized and people whittle it down to being this fortune-telling tactic for love lives and stuff like that. So it is another commonly misconstrued card, if I can find it here before I finish talking. It is another commonly misconstrued card that people say heartbreak, and you have to understand what that means, though. Oh, I'm not in a relationship, so my heart hasn't been broken. It's not specifically romantic. It can be disappointment. It can be an expectation. It's something that you took personally that is not really up to you. You cannot control other people. And anyway, I can't find it, but you know what a Three of Swords is, I hope. I didn't prepare this video. I just started rambling. So, but I hope that idea of the Three of Swords, if it were about love, if it were about emotions, it would be a cup card. It would have implications of water more than just rain in the background. So the Three of Swords has the rain in the background, a Valentine-shaped heart, which There's no other symbol of that in the classic Rider-Waite-Smith tarot other than the Empress's shield, so she protects herself with love and femininity, perhaps because there's a symbol of the female symbology is there as well in the card, but it's this is not a romantic thing, and it just irks me and it gets under my skin when people run straight to romance with tarot in general. And now, please understand, if you're doing a love reading, that changes everything. That changes so much, but this is still about choices. Will you marry me? A choice. Will you move in with me? Will you take this next step? I don't know how to ask them. That's choice, babe. You're choosing not to communicate. They won't answer me. I communicate, but they won't communicate back. That's their choice. What are they showing you by how they choose you or don't? And that's what the primary thing with this is. The Lovers is a Gemini card. We have to use our brain. It's about duality, thought-provoked, twin energy. So it's about choices of other people. Make sure that you are choosing people that choose you for reasons that you want to be chosen. It's not selfish. It's intelligent. Love is, like I said, this thing that is built up over habit, over emotional connection. No one's in love overnight. Like, it takes time to build a mental expectation of someone that you can trust them and put your guard down around them. But all of that has to begin with choice. And that's why the Lovers card, bottom line, is symbolic of choices and precipices. There's this big guardian angel energy that is like, yes, I have brought before you a path, this way or this way. And I often say in general that the Lovers is your option to either move forward and carry yourself with love and take some risks and go out there and be a little scared, or do we need to go back and admit that we're not quite ready? Do we need to go back to the Magician? This is the 6 of the major arcana. So do we need to go back to the 1? Do we need to go back to where we started and learn some more things? Learn to play the tutorial in the video game a little bit more. Learn to, take the prerequisite again. Take the class one more time to make sure we know what we're talking about. Reread the instructions, so to speak, so that we can be ready when the precipice arrives again to take that choice and do what's best for us. You know what I mean? So I hope that helps you, but I really hope at the base of this video is that it reframes your structure around the Lovers. If you are a reader or a light worker that specializes in romance, 1, I feel bad for you. Two, this doesn't apply to you because you do romantic readings. You're open to helping people find love. I hope you do that the right way with helping them. In my opinion, the right way is an inside out method, helping them love themselves. So that's why it's a different conversation entirely. But if you specialize in love, this is a different thing. But in general, if you're scrolling through social media and someone holds up this card and says true love is coming around, scroll. Block that person or stop watching them because they don't understand what this is, this card in particular. The 3 of Swords is heartbreak. Sure, that's a great way of putting it, but all you're looking at is a Valentine-shaped heart with swords in it. And you're like, yeah, somebody hurt your heart. But like, that could be disappointment. It's a 3 that comes from the Empress. It's also a sword thing, so it's mental, it's verbal. We need actions. Maybe someone said something that got under your skin, but that someone can be anyone. That expectation or the thing that you took personally or the thing that broke your heart doesn't have to be fucking romantic. Pardon my French, but it does not have to be romantic at all. There are no cards about tarot that are specifically romantic. There are no cards in the tarot that are specifically positive or negative. Everything is a neutrality. Everything is a part of a journey. So I hope that makes sense. I hope it gives you maybe some insight on the card itself. If you want me to break down more cards or ramble about them, I guess, because I really wasn't prepared, but I have a lot to say about this card and about the cards in general that I think are commonly misconstrued. So if you'd like me to pull out the 3 of Swords and get into that, put it in the comments. But what other cards do you think are misconstrued, or do you maybe have a misunderstanding on, or that you're not sure of, or what cards do you just want my take on? Let me know in the comments. Once again, thank you for liking and subscribing, and thank you for coming to another Tarot 101. I'll see you guys next time.